Welcome back to Courtside, everyone. I'm just down here on the beautiful Gold Coast and I'm very lucky to catch up with Ironman Joe Collins. I've got a little bit of a challenge, going to get very competitive, so I'm very excited to go through that one. And then we're going to move north side of the coast where we're going to catch up for a good old chat.
Hey Courtz, how's it going?
How are you? Good to see you.
Did you want to grab a coffee?
Yeah.
What's your go-to order?
Oh, I don't drink coffee. So
Okay,
I'm a smoothie,
fair enough.
so I'm either berries, banana, chocolate kind of situation. What about you? You're a coffee drinker.
Yeah, I'm a big coffee drinker. I
Yeah.
need a few of them through the day to get me through the day after all the training. I'm a small extra shot flat white.
And how many a day?
That's a bad question, probably like 4 or 5, depending on how busy I am.
May I please get a mixed berry smoothie with full cream milk and...
Can I get a small extra shot flat white, please? Cheers.
Let's do it.
Let's go for a walk.
How's your coffee?
Sensational. They do a good job down there at Neptune.
They do.
What do you got going for us here?
I was thinking we can go for a sup paddle.
Righto. No money on the line, just bragging
I'm
rights.
going to go this side because it's the inside.
Okay.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
Ready, set, go. Oh, we're going downstream now.
Thanks so much for beating me in our challenge, in our race that we did.
Thanks for beating
I
someone.
shouldn't say thank you. Appreciate your time. Let's go have a chat, and I was thinking we could go to your surf club, BMD Northway.
Perfect. I'd love to show you around.
We've had such a great morning. Favourite thing about the Gold Coast, what would it be?
Everything's centred around the beach.
Yeah.
And I think the community of the Gold Coast, everyone loves getting up early and it really suits an athlete. I think this is an athlete's paradise here on the Gold Coast, and I moved here so I could learn off the better athletes and the better guys that are at my surf club now and that have been there before. And I think just being in a town where everyone's up at 5 a.m. is invaluable compared to back home. I was the only person up getting up at 5 a.m. and it was still pitch black, whereas obviously no daylight savings in the Gold Coast. It seems like it's always sunny and it definitely suits my lifestyle.
So have you acclimatised to the water here now? Because I'm sure there'd be a difference between New Zealand, Fitzroy, to being here in North Bay.
Yeah, absolutely. Fitzroy, where I'm from, in New Plymouth, there's a Mount Taranaki, which is a very big, beautiful mountain, but it's got snow on top of it a lot of the time. So that water rushes off the mountain, down the rivers, and comes out in the ocean. So it's probably about 5 degrees colder than here in the water. And during winter, it definitely is not very helpful for training.
The motivation to be an Ironman back in New Zealand would be really hard. So does it inspire you every day when you're out there training to, I guess, kind of show these kids that they can come from New Zealand and be successful as an Ironman?
The kids are awesome. They're all super energetic and love the sport, and I love helping out and trying to go back and give back to the club. That gave so much to me over the years and kind of pushed me in this direction to fulfil the dream of being an Ironman. Yeah,
that's incredible. And talking about back home and family, your mum and dad are now here in Australia with you. But who's it come from, mum or dad?
Wow, that's tough, and I'm probably going to get shot in the foot by either of them for saying the wrong thing. But so dad was a professional rugby player, so I think I learned a lot about hard work and work ethic through him and his principles of training and stuff like that. And then mum was a gymnast on the Canadian national youth team when she was younger, so come from 2 pretty athletic parents, and I'm thankful for both of them. I obviously couldn't take up gymnastics or rugby because of the size of me, but I think I found my little spot doing Ironman racing.
No, you're pretty lucky. Mum and dad both there passing on. It's probably even then between the talent.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to say one person's better than the other.
Oh, that explains a lot then. Absolutely. Yeah. So moving over here from New Zealand, leaving your family, coming all the way over here to the Gold Coast, how hard was that decision?
Yeah, it seems like it would be a lot harder than it was, but coming over here I did a couple 2-week stints and trained at Northcliffe. My coach back home knew Kev Morrison, who was the head coach, and he was a Kiwi as well, so he kind of integrated me into the club. And I came over for, I think, 3 2-week stints from the age of 15 to 17, and that's where I decided, look, am I going to go to university in Mount Maunganui and probably not dive into this dream of being an Ironman as much and still keep doing the sport, but then mum and dad pushed me towards it, and I actually started university up at Bond University. It was a great opportunity, and I love university over here and the lifestyle here, so I knew this was for me. And shifting over at 17 had its challenges, but I remember I went into Big W and couldn't buy a knife for cooking because I was underage. I'm not sure what was going on there, and it was definitely a tough challenge having my family around and kind of learning to live on my own, and doing that at such a young age was definitely a wake up to reality. Now they're over here, it's awesome, and I'm back living with them, and it's been great to have them around and being at a lot more races than they used to be able to come to. But yeah, I definitely am glad I made the move over, and I've had my string of successes, and I think I'll keep doing this until the wheels fall off.
For sure. And this season so far, started off with the Coolangatta Gold. We've been through round 1 Coolangatta Gold, round 2, round 3. How are you feeling with it all so far? I mean, it's a really tough format, tough series ahead.
Yeah. Look, I started the year off with a very new drive and didn't have the series I wanted to last year, finishing off in 11th place after a couple wins at Newcastle last year and what felt like a really good year, and then just not performing in the biggest race of the year. And then I came in prepared and wanted to do really well in the gold, and tore my calf from overrunning. So I was trying to find my own little alleyway to be the best, but that kind of put a bit of a speed bump in the road, and still came away with the 4th, which I was really happy with.
There's obviously a lot of pressure because this year you're carrying the points from the first 3 rounds into now 4 and 5. How are you feeling? Do you love the beach? Tell me your thoughts.
I definitely haven't had the greatest memories at Maroubra. When we raced there 2 years ago, it was probably one of my weaker weekends that year. But I also think I thrive on the weekend after Christmas. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Maroubra, and I try not to think about the points and all that stuff. I just go in there with the hope to win every race, and I try to just achieve the best result I can achieve on the day, and it's not thinking about points and all that stuff. I think once you start thinking about points, that's when you start losing and start stressing and thinking about the wrong thing when you're racing.
So moving on from Maroubra, say you get through that last weekend, points are from scratch, right from that Saturday, knock the last 4. Got top 12 for the Sunday. Going through that is such a high pressure race, as you said, from last year as well. How do you, as an athlete, mindset wise, go into something like that?
Look, I think it's a lot about just focusing on the very next step. It's not thinking forward into the last round, which I actually did last year. I was too busy thinking about the 2nd and 3rd eliminator that was about to go on at North Burleigh last year, and probably got too caught up now. I just need to make it through this first race, and then I can focus on ski last in both of those. And I was thinking about my strengths in the later ones, and it cost me. And I made a little mistake at the start of the first eliminator on that day. But I think staying in the moment and staying present. I love the specialist format, which is what we got for the Saturday of that weekend, and I think I should do pretty well in that, and then make my way into that last day, and then reset, rethink about everything, and really focus on the next step.
Be nice to be at home, sleep in your own bed as well, and Miami, it's a beautiful, beautiful section, this whole coastline. Do you like the swell there? What do you think of the beach?
Look, Miami's really, really nice beach, and it's the nicest stretch of land from there all the way down up to Southport, so I think it's set to be an awesome weekend, and I'd love to be a part of it initially, and I'm excited to kind of be racing in front of all my friends and family that are all on the Gold Coast. So I've got so many supporters, and they love coming down to watch me race, and it's a lot of races outside of town, but it's good to be back on the Gold Coast and racing for the money.
And then moving forward, what's the dream for Joe Collins?
Win a series.
Where are you headed?
I've loved the sport, and I'm going to keep doing it until I probably win a series. Maybe we'll reevaluate things, but that's the dream, and I'll keep pushing for that for the next couple of years. Is
that something you think about when you're out there and you're in that, everyone's in that hurt locker? Do you come back and channel that to be, okay, this is what I really want to do, and to get there, you're going to have to hurt really badly to get there, I guess.
Yeah, I think you go into a very dark place when you're out there racing on your own, and I try not to think about results or anything like that when I'm doing that, but I just look at the guy next to me and think if I'm hurt, and imagine how much pain he's in. So that's my normal mentality, and try to look for positives in the way I'm racing, and positives on, like, I get to go into a transition. That's awesome. That's my favourite part of the race.
Yeah, so the belief is there.
Yeah, the belief is there, and I know I'm good enough. I just need to work on a couple of things and hopefully get some consistency back this year.
Amazing. Well, we're wishing you all the best, and thank you so much for catching up. Tally, went for our paddle, now here at BMD Northcliffe. Really keen to try that burger that you've ordered.
Yep, you're going to be very impressed.
Yes, okay.
I guarantee you.
And do you get this straight after training usually?
Quite often. Quite often. I'm a big barbecue sauce man as well.
Okay.
So.
All right, so we need to get some barbecue
We need to get
sauce
some barbecue sauce
as well.
up in here.
Okay, then go from there. Thank you so much, Joe. You're absolute.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. I wish you all the best for Maroubra and then moving on to Miami as well. So all the best.
Thank you.
I had such a great day catching up with Joe Collins here on the beautiful Gold Coast. Thank you so much for joining in for another episode of CourtZside, and I'll see you next time.